Okay, welcome to you all. In the previous video, I was explaining to you how to use this. Now, if I say 2 plus 2, we got 4, and we'll see some of the operations. To start with, we'll start with matrix operations. Now, as a beginner, as I said, MATLAB provides you very good help. Now, you have to go to help and say documentation. If you need examples, you can also click on example. First, as a beginner, let us click on documentation. As soon as you click on documentation, you'll get this window. In this window, you need documentation for which kind of tool. So it's a basic requirement is MATLAB. So let us click on MATLAB. As a beginner, so we start with getting started with MATLAB. So when you click on getting started with MATLAB, you have so many things which I intend to explain to you. So the simplest way is go through this one after another and try to follow it. To give an example, let us say desktop basics. So how to use the desktop and all that. And then in the next matrix operations, so it tells you how to create an array, and then if you want certain arrays with zeros and other stuff and so many things. If you just follow this, you'll be able to learn how to use all these things. Of course, this is the best way to learn on your own. Now, for a simplistic case, to have a faster learning, what we have done at our lab is created a small document which does all the things that have been there in the help. For example, the basic things are there are command window, workspace, okay, and current folder. Apart from this, we have also talked about script file, which we will be talking to you later. So let us start with initial operations. So it has been told to do this. So a equal to 2.5. So let me just redo what has been there in the document. Okay. So now when a is equal to 2.5, you can see a is declared as 2.5, which is assigned as a. Now capital B equals to 4.5, and if you observe carefully, there is a semicolon. Now if I enter, you can see that it has been executed, but you will not be able to see the output because we have put a semicolon. Now this B is stored with 4.5. This is a major difference between your C and MATLAB. In C, if you put a, or some programming language, if you put a semicolon, it usually means end of the line. Here, of course, it means end of the line, but most importantly, it will not show you the result. For example, you have 100 lines of code in which you want to see only 3 steps outputs. Then only those 3 steps you don't put semicolon, rest you put semicolon. You will be able to see outputs of those 3 steps. That's how you can use. That's one point. And you can see that B is capital letter and A is small letter. So if I want to know what is there in B, if I say small b, it didn't throw anything. That means A was small, B was capital. So here when I ask what is B, that is small b, it says that variable is not defined. It basically suggests that there is difference between small variable and small letter and capital letter. That is the first thing that you have to learn. Now next thing is capital C equals to 6e plus 3. What do you mean by 6e plus 3? C equals to 6e plus 3. You get 6000. It means 6 into 10 to the power 3. E here stands for 10 to the power. So I just want to redo, say minus 3 then it becomes 10 to the power minus 3, so it becomes 0.006, and of course C variable is overridden from 6000 to 0.006. okay, and that is what you played with this. Of course there are some requirement that you can see here. Now going back to remaining, so let us say D equal to A plus B. So here we are trying to add, you can try this on your own, and E equal to B minus A, which you should get 2, because 4.5 minus 2.5 is equal to 2. And you can also try with other operations, trying to multiply A into B and dividing A by B. okay, now if you are trying to divide A by B, so I wanted to show this. Say I am dividing, say D, or say X equals to A divided by B. So A was 2.5 and B was 4.5, you get 0.556. now this is a small value, and this, now if I do B by A, of course you will get more than 1. That's what you get to understand. okay, then this is a complex number, this is real and imaginary part. 3 plus 4i will give you complex. Anyhow, you can also use this tool for doing complex operations. Then these are some of the important things that you should be using. Before you go for any of the things, you should see ANS. What does ANS stand for? It's a default variable for showing the result. If you don't say C equal to A plus B, if you just say A plus B, then a variable ANS is present default. Then pi, if you are using pi, you can see you can get this result. So here pi is equivalent of pi. Next, if you want to have infinite, if you are trying to divide anything by 1 by 0, the answer will show you INF. Let me try to divide 1 by 0, I'll get INF, and so and so. If you try to divide 0 by 0 or infinity, it is not a number. Okay, now if you want to find out who here tells you all the variables in the workspace. Let me say who. When I say who, all the variables that are here will be told to me. What are the variables? B, C, X, A, and ANS. These are the variables present in the workspace. Now if I want to particularly see what kind of size, data type and other sticks, I should be able to use whos. Okay, all data types are double. That's what you can get to know from this, and all are 8 byte and 1 cross 1. Okay, then if you are particular about any particular variable, you can say whos A. It will only tell about that variable. Okay, if you are interested in trying to check more than variable, so if you want to use the previous command, you can use up arrow, comma, another variable, say B, sorry, okay, let me try it later. Okay, A space B, yeah, you will get two variables, information about these two variables. Now if you are interested about all, you should use whos. Now if I am interested to clear particular variable from workspace, I can clear A. Now I am seeing A. As soon as I enter, that variable will be lost. I can check back. I can say A. I will say it's not defined because it's just cleared. If I want to clear more than 1, so clear, say B see, so I am clearing two variables. I can use space. Yeah, I have cleared two. Similarly, I can clear all. But if I am interested to clear all variables, because I can't type all variables, it is waste of time. What I will do is I will say clear all. Yes, all variables are cleared from the workspace. Now, what is this CLC? Clear command window. Now, if you have typed so many stuff things and you don't like to work here, or you are starting afresh, so first thing that you have to do is you can say CLC, clear window, command window. Okay, now you are finished. So now this window is clean as it has to be from the start, and even this window is clean. So from this you can say that you have cleared and you are fresh. So this is what is the meaning of these two. Okay, the next video I'll be trying to tell you about next. Okay, I hope I was clear. Okay, thank you.
If you like this video, kindly click the like button below. Subscribe to this channel for updates on this and similar topic, and share the video with your family and friends. Kindly suggest the topic of your interest to be covered in the next videos, and also your point of view about this video in the comment section below.